Alright, starting off today, it's time for Tears of Guthix again. I got 68 blue juices in the bowl this time, which leveled my range to 25, and then I prepped for a birdhouse run. I took the canoe up the river to Varric and stopped on my way through here to check my kudos. I have 108 at the minute. I need 153 to use that gate that takes me over to the Fossil Island boat quicker. I spoke to the guy here and then I left with 113 kudos. I'm still a while away. I used a lamp that I got from here on herblore, and now I have 25 levels. And I can clean ranars. I got out all the ones that I had in my bank and cleaned them, and then I went and completed this birdhouse run. I got 28 hunter and 29 hunter, and then I decided to do this beginner clue scroll. The first step was Charlie, and he wanted a leather body, which luckily I actually had in my bank, so I grabbed it out and handed it over to him. The next step was to dig in a spot nearby Varric. Handy enough. Then for the next step I had to grab this little orb from my bank and a spade and hop across the river and dig in this spot. And I got my casket here. I opened it up and inside was a bow worth 57 coins. That sucks. A little bit of bank standing next to try and figure out what to do. I thought about doing my Slayer task next, but I decided that I couldn't be arsed to do that right now. So I considered doing Demon Slayer instead. But the big demon hits 9s, and I'm not sure I'm good enough to do that yet. In the end, I decided just to do Guardians of the Rift. I have 56 agility now, and I think that's what I needed to do the slope down to the better rocks. So I went to Guardians of the Rift, climbed on down there, and mined the rocks. Then I did the chiseling, entered lots of altars, made lots of rune things, and gave them to the Guardian. And after enough games here to get me 4 points in total, I went to pull my rewards. I got a Mind Talisman, a Nature Talisman, Abyssal Pearls, and 96 Nature Runes. Then I left that place and ferry round over to Canifis. I hopped around the rooftops here for a while until I had completed 10 total laps. Then I tallied away to do Sorceress's Garden. I can still only do the spring one, so I grabbed enough fruits from there to make 5 of the beer things and then handed them over to the guy. My reward was 6,750 XP, and now I have 45 thieving levels, which means I can actually do the Autumn Garden now instead. So I had to go and do that a few times of course, which was harder than the spring one actually, but the plugin definitely helps. I made 3 beers and handed those in, which got me another thieving level. Then I fancied something a little bit more chill, so I cut willow trees for a while and fletched the logs. Fletching is one of the skills that I really need to work on. But then a star popped up here, so I mined it instead. I love how AFK these stars are. I mined it for ages, and then once it was finished, I found another one and mined it down too. And during that one, I got a clue, so that's what I did next. First up was a wizard star basement, and the next step was over to Charlie. He wanted leather chaps this time, and which luckily I had in my bank as well, so I handed those over and got the casket. And inside was a black robe top. Not great at all. Then after that, I accidentally took an unplanned 5-month break, but you'll not have to wait 5 months for the next episode. The return's going to be live next week, so I'll see you then.